England have lost yet another Ashes series in Australia, crumbling in 3 tests with 2 still to play down under for Ben Stokes and his teammates. England's Ashes misery was confirmed overnight as they suffered yet another defeat in the series down under, losing the 3rd match against Australia in Adelaide. They were beaten by 82 runs on the 5th day of the 3rd test, slipping to 3-0 down and stretching their winless streak in Australia to 18 matches. This has been the most anticipated Ashes series in years, as England had looked to take the chance to show they could compete in Australia. However, Smith fell on 60 when he miscued Mitchell Starc, while Jacks battled past lunch for his 47 before edging the same bowler to first slip, where Marnus Labuschagne pulled off another stunning catch. After Josh tongue-edged Scott Boland to Labuschagne, England were dismissed for 352 and have extended their misery in Australia to 14 years and counting. This is a remarkable win for Australia, who began the series facing questions over their selections and the age of their squad. Meanwhile, the defeat has now left the futures of Captain Ben Stokes, head coach Brendan McCullum, and Director of Cricket Rob Key in doubt. They must now get a result in either Melbourne or Sydney to avoid the ultimate humiliation of a 5-0 clean sweep, having surrendered the chance of winning Ashes in just 11 days of cricket. The result has become England's 4th consecutive Ashes tour in which they have lost the opening 3 tests, by the time Australia returned to UK in 2027. It'll have been 12 years since England last won an Ashes series. Who will be in charge of England by then is set to spark intense debate. Stokes and McCullum are contracted until the end of that series. Although Key technically holds the most influence over their futures, he is likely under greater pressure than either of them to ask for Australia. Captain Pat Cummins missed the first 2 tests, while Josh Hazlewood has been out for the entire series. Lyon was left out of the 2nd test, and Steve Smith was absent in Adelaide. The Aussies remain too good for England, as they have been on home turf since 2011. The 4th test will take place from December 26th to 30th in Melbourne, while the 5th test is scheduled to take place in Sydney from January 4th to 8th.